How is going the festival?
It's going great. We're so happy to be here. We love seeing all the fans, especially all the European fans that we haven't seen in a while. We're always having lots of fun and asking amazing questions on the panels, and it's been wonderful.
It's been really, really special. Yeah. Just like last year, you guys. You did good.
Do you think this kind of festival or the TV shows or series are necessary to give visibility to the LGBT collective?
Yeah, absolutely. It is very apparent that it is absolutely... Do you want me to hold this? I feel like you're holding my microphone. I feel like... Thank you there. Yeah, it's absolutely so important. I think that that's what these conventions show, you know, the fact that they are still going stronger than ever and continue to grow. It's just, a testament to how much they need these stories to be told. They need to see themselves represented on screen.
Yeah. Okay. This visibility, are affecting of your life?
Say it again, sorry?
This visibility, are you affecting in your life?
Are we affected in our life?
You know what I mean? Because you are so popular now and you have, I don't know, a lot of fans. Is affecting in your life, in your real life?
I don't understand the question.
Do you mean like as far as
If
being like,
something is
recognized
changed.
On the street? Oh, do you think
Yeah,
it's
in your
changed
life,
in your
because
life?
of this, yeah.
Do our private lives change? I think I've gotten a little bit better at learning when is family time and when is work time, and I think being a little bit more diligent to separate, you know, staying off of social media for a time or turning off my work brain to be with my family and try to make the most of that time with them so I can be the most present when I'm working. I think I've gotten a little bit better at saying, okay, now I'm working and now I'm off, and separating those two, because I think, especially when you're self-employed, it can be quite easy for those things to just, you feel like you're always working. So I've gotten better at deciding when I'm taking a break now. Yeah.
And I would say that it definitely affects your life in the bigger sense of the idea, because our lives can now have these wonderful things in, and we have this new family of people that we see all the time and that we share so many special moments. So absolutely, our lives have definitely changed a lot. But like you say, I wouldn't necessarily. Yeah, I think it's been a journey of figuring out. When is off time and when is on time in that respect.
It's an ever evolving kind of thing. I think
it's
you're
a journey,
always figuring it out.
Yeah.
You talk about social medias. What do you think about it? Are good, bad?
About social media.
Love, hate?
Go ahead. No, please go.
I have mixed feelings about social media. I think that it is a fantastic tool for spreading messages and for talking about important things, but I think that it inevitably can be used for negative things, and that it has got a very addictive nature that we all need to be very careful of and wary of, and just have the understanding so that when you are using it and taking part, that you are aware of the effects of the addictive nature of it, really, because it can be quite negative for people. But yeah, I mean, it's a journey with it all. It's learning every year. I feel like we learn more, and I've made the choice to kind of not be too present on social media, which for me is, I know a lot of people wish that I posted more, but you have to protect yourself in that respect sometimes too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think social media, everything that Dom said, and I think that the tricky thing I find as an actor with social media is because we're in an age of influencers. So there's a very blurry line between somebody who is an actor and they are playing a character, playing a part, and that's their job, whereas somebody who makes their living basically sharing their personal experience of the world. And I think that's the thing I've tried to figure out, especially when interacting with younger fans who are used to maybe seeing their favorite influencers sharing a lot more of their life, and then we're being held to a similar standard. Whereas for us, we're more people who we morph into the character and we become the character. It's not our life, like I'm not going to share myself cooking in my kitchen, or because it's just I'm an actor, I don't make my living as an influencer. So I think just finding the balance of what that is, or maybe doing brand partnerships and working with brands, and it's such an interesting and very new part of our business, and sometimes there is an expectation for actors to be on more, so it's really just finding what level of it works. And I find for me, if I'm feeling like it's too much, I've started just taking a step away, a couple weeks, take a break, and then come back with a new set of eyes. Or
yeah, I think that's it. I think the most important thing is to just constantly be checking in with yourself and like centering and listening to, is this good for me right now? Is this the right thing? And it can change, and you don't have to set rules for yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have to say that you're going to do something, or I'm off social media now forever, because that's absolutely like, it's just no point doing that. Like setting yourself expectations or boundaries. Just continue checking in with what's right for you.
And do you think that the women's character are changing in the industry right now?
Sorry, I missed the question.
Characters, are they changing in the industry?
Oh yeah, do you want me to hold that for a bit? I think they are changing. I think I'm so excited to be alive in this time in the media, because I think we're witnessing like a huge evolution of the way females are portrayed on screen, and how exciting to be a little part of that. I think it's wonderful, and I do think things are changing. I mean, even the difference in seeing the breakdowns for auditions of how female characters are being described now versus even 5-6 years ago when we kind of started, I think it's a huge difference. And also just seeing the diversity of characters. And so I'm so grateful. I do think things are changing, and I do think that's because there are more women on the other side of the camera.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And hopefully it will just keep getting more and more, you know. As much as it is good, there is still work to be done, of course, but we're in the right direction, which is cool.
And what about LGBT characters?
Similar, I would say. Probably further to go, well, definitely further to go. But being at places like this just gives you so much hope, and you see how much of a positive impact it has, not only on the community, but just like hearing stories even within the actors that are talking. I mean, you just look at Red, for example, who were the first LGBT couple in Brazil, and the impact that has had is incredible. And thank goodness that even places like Brazil now have a bit of representation. You know, it's like the light. You just like a little piece of light that spreads, and will continue to, hopefully.
That's all. So if you want to say something to your fans.
Hi guys, thank you so much for joining us this weekend. We had an amazing time meeting you, as always. You fill our hearts with love and happiness, and thank you for being so kind to each other.
Yes, oh my goodness, it's so inspiring, and I think that we just always talk about how grateful we are that we got this fan base. You know, we're so lucky. We're so lucky.
Very lucky.
Thanks,
so thank
guys.
you guys.